Some of you all know I'm putting a podcast together with Robert Masters. And the podcast, we're going to talk about dogs, of course. You know, he's a dog trainer. He's out of Kansas City. If you're looking for information or you're looking for a dog trainer, you could contact Robert. He's not going to tell you a bunch of bullshit. And in the podcast, we're also going to talk about other things. We're not going to just talk about dogs. And one of the things that we plan to talk about is dating, because he's single and I'm single. Robert has been using Tinder, and he gets a lot of dates. And I haven't been using Tinder because my phone has no apps. Yes, it has no apps because I don't have my Apple ID, and I haven't had a chance to go into the Apple store. It's a pain in the ass. So I'm going to get on Tinder. But the thought was to use one of these other, like, dating sites to, you know, start getting stuff for the podcast. So I had a bunch of different choices because I seem to be offered a lot of this stuff, and I'm sure that other people are. I'm offered a lot of Asian dating, which that's the one I should have done. I should have done that one, but instead I did Our Time. Okay, now Our Time, now let me first of all say that I don't think that I'm all that. Okay, I don't, because I'm going to say some stuff and it's going to sound like, well, who the fuck do you think you are? All right, so Our Time is for dating for people that are mature. I think it says 50, you know, around 50 or 50 and above. So there's women on there in their 40s, and there's a few women that are even, you know, younger than that. But Our Time was a fucking waste of time. I have never seen, I don't want to date a grandma. I would date a grandma if they were hot. I'm not an ageist. I don't care how old somebody is. You know, obviously I was going to go on Our Time and go on dates. But out of hundreds of people that I looked at, I only saw like maybe one or two that were attractive. I swear they were all a bunch of grandmas. And I want to make sure that everybody understands. Now, I was doing Our Time for the Beaver Dams area, but I also went to Our Time for the Brooklyn area, and it was the same shit. There was nobody that, look at my hair, like I could get a date with this haircut. You know, I need a haircut bad. I'm going to have to go to Walmart. But there was nobody that I felt like I would be interested in hanging out with. And just by the way that they looked and dressed, there was nobody there that I even wanted to, you know, just go get coffee with. What do you want me to say? You know? I don't want to get hooked up with Grandma. I would if Grandma looked like Sherry Lucas, yeah. You know, Sherry's a contemporary of mine, but she's in great shape. Sherry's gorgeous. She looks like, you know, she should be in Hollywood or something. But I didn't see anybody that looked like Sherry on Our Time. It was a bunch of grandmas. It was a waste of time. I didn't see anybody there that was going to send me some nice pictures, if you know what I'm talking about. No way. You know, it's Tinder or nothing. So that's the plan. Robert's going to be on Tinder. He's dating somebody right now that he met on Tinder. And I'm going to be on Tinder too, and we're going to talk about our experiences dating. So keep an eye out for the podcast. It'll be soon. It won't be too long. And, you know, that's about it. Our Time was a waste for me. I want to, you know, if anybody's like looking at these dating websites, I want to give you some information so that you don't get screwed. Our Time, I had to pay for a month just to look at it for like a few days, right? So I had to pay for a month, but if you don't go to your settings and change it, they will bill you the following month and keep billing you. So if you do one of these dating websites, make sure and change the setting so that you're not billed for another month, because I definitely don't want to get billed for another month, because Our Time was a waste of time. It was a total waste of time. I think the next thing that I'm going to try, honestly, is Tinder in the Beaver Dams area. In Brooklyn, I know Tinder would work real well. And the reason why I know this is because I have a neighbor, a friend of mine, that uses Tinder, and he gets, he gets a lot of dates with a lot of women, and they're not. He's in his 40s. You know, he's dating somebody that's like 23 right now. You know what I'm saying? That's for me. I just want to say this. I have no problem dating somebody that's 50. I wouldn't even have problems dating somebody that's 60 if they're hot. But I definitely don't have a problem dating somebody that's 23. Why would I care how young they are? I don't care. It doesn't bother me a fucking bit.